The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
First down, Ravens.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bills 0. Justin Tucker as we kick off the Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Motion man is Shakir. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Allen.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. The slot man in motion right. Now Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Cook running right, and he stopped immediately there.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Look at this Baltimore defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Half 10. Alert! Look out!
Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game, so I've heard.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Alert! 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 What is that?
Here's Allen to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
and this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
That went out wide and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
He'll return it from the 6. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now Allen. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 34 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
13. Go ahead.
Now Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Move.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Report!
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To the air, Allen. Now he's flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. This one complete to Coleman.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. In motion, the tight end. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Change it. Yo. You. Hey, report.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Alert!
On play action, Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Forward.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
13. Go ahead. Ready! Shot! Ready! Shot! Sit up!
Throwing is Jackson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Motion man is Shakir. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Jackson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Allen. They run again on first down. Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56, 56.
To throw is Allen.
Flushed out right.
Has his man. It's Shakir.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing, Allen.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Allen.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Pass 85, pass 80.
Now Allen.
Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
What's that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
That was an excellent come from